Hello, I want to walk you guys through my morning routine for the Amazon Influencer Program. Okay, so just a heads up here, my morning routine pretty much is all Viral Vue, and yes, I have the Pro plan. So if you are interested in Viral Vue, I have a few links down below. You can go ahead and learn more, including one of their free YouTube playlists. But anyways, I want to go ahead and let you guys know what I do every single morning. So it basically consists of running 3 of the Viral Vue tools. Okay, so one of those tools is the collect past 48 hours. That helps you basically get all of your Halo sales. Later, I'll explain what those are. Then I run the accept related campaigns tool. So if you haven't gotten into Creator Connections yet, it's pretty much where the bulk of my income comes from now. Yes, obviously I still have on-site income, but I'm telling you, the Creator Connections, you get those higher commissions and it just helps a ton. And then the last step that I do is the submit all content step. That's just what I do in the morning. I like to do it before the Creator Connections reports run later in the afternoon, but that's what it's going to essentially do. The rest of this video is going to show you how to do that. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and let you see how I run through all of those steps. First, we're going to be navigating to your storefront to refresh the storefront there with Viral Vue's tool. Then we will go to the reporting page to run that last 48 hours or the collect the last 48 hours tool. Once we do that, we're going to head on over to Creator Connections, do the accept related campaigns, and then finally finish with submitting all of your content. So that way you don't have to go manually do any of that stuff anymore. One of the first things that you're going to have to do is go to your storefront, and then you are going to come down here to this Viral Vue portion and you're going to click refresh. What this is basically doing is it's analyzing all of the videos on your storefront and pulling the tagged ASINs. So that way, whenever you do go and do the other steps of my morning routine with Viral Vue, you're going to go ahead and have the tools pull the most up-to-date information. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start this timer here real quick, just so that way you guys can see about how long it takes. Obviously, the more videos that you have, the longer it's going to take for this to refresh. But basically what I end up doing is I will just start the refresh and I'll brush my teeth or wash my face or go get coffee, insert activity here. All right, just a quick update. We are at 355 videos and we are about 4.5 minutes in. All right, so my 377 videos took basically 6 minutes for that storefront to refresh. So just to give you a little idea on that, I don't always do this every single morning. It's just good to do it most of the time, because if you're wondering why didn't it accept that campaign, it's probably because you haven't refreshed your storefront in a certain amount of time. Or you're going to click on See Reporting, okay, and then it's going to basically open up your reporting page. Now, for both of your store IDs, if you didn't know, you have 2 store IDs. You have your on-site, and then your off-site. This is my off-site one. So click collect past 48 hours. I don't do a ton off-site. Obviously, I'm starting to do some stuff with YouTube and things like that, but I've always really focused on my on-site store ID. You're going to also navigate back to your on-site store ID, and you're going to click collect past 48 hours. Now, basically what this does is it's collecting your earnings report for the last 48 hours, and it's going to identify your sales and your Halo sales as well, okay? Once you've done all of that, I'm going to navigate back up to my off-site store ID, and I'm going to click on Go to Creator Connections, and that is going to then obviously open up my Creator Connections page, okay? So from here, what you're going to end up doing is you're going to click on Accept Related Campaigns. When I click on this, it's going to launch my Finding and Accepting Related Campaigns. So this is something that you would have had to do manually. You basically would have needed a spreadsheet of all of your ASINs, and then you would have had to put them into the search over here on the right, one at a time, and try to find and accept campaigns, and then manually submit everything. Viral Vue does this automatically for me. So because I uploaded some videos last night and this morning, I'm going to click Accept Tagged for tagged ASINs. Basically what that's going to do is it's going to look at my videos on my storefront, and it's going to search for the tagged ASINs in my videos for campaigns. Auto-linked ASINs, you can choose to do this. I usually do it every morning. Basically, sometimes Amazon will auto tag ASINs to your videos. It's typically like related products or things commonly bought with this kind of situation, and your video might show up on that listing. And if the person decides to buy it after watching your video, that's an auto-linked ASIN that Amazon does. And then in here in report settings, I am going to click last 48 hours. If you're new to Viral Vue and you've never done it before, I would definitely do last 30 days. But basically what this is going to do is look at my earnings report for the last 48 hours for Halo sales and my tagged ASINs, and basically search for campaigns. So if you end up getting a Halo sale, which if you didn't know what that was, a Halo sale is where somebody bought, I don't know, toothpaste, right? And they watched your video and they decided to get, the electric toothbrush or something. And then they bought toothpaste with it. That toothpaste is a Halo sale. Okay, it is a sale that just happened to be in the person's cart while they were purchasing the toothbrush, the electric toothbrush that you had a video on. And whenever they search here, it is going to then basically accept that campaign for the toothpaste, and then you will get credit for that on Creator Connections. So last 48 hours is what I'm going to do, but once again, make sure you mark last 30 if you have never done this. And then this last portion is URL view settings. This has to do with deep links. If you don't know what that is, that's okay. But basically a deep link is something where if I click on it, it would automatically open up the Amazon app for me to purchase something. This is really used by offsite people. So if you do YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, if you have Facebook deals, things like that, you would want to click accept links here. I'm going to go ahead and click it, even though I'm pretty sure there's nothing in there. But I'm going to go ahead and click start, and it's going to start running all of this. Okay, so it has 1,344 links or ASINs to check for me. You can see as of the tagged ASINs, there's 563, auto-linked 738. My earnings report has 40, URL view has 3, and then so far it has already accepted 1 campaign for me. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this while we let it run, just so you know. There's an elapsed time and then an estimated time left, so you can see that there. Make sure that you do not leave this screen. Make sure you leave it up. So I have 3 other monitors. I can go ahead and check my email on one or anything like that, but do not do anything else that has to do with Amazon while this tool runs. The reason is you could get rate limited. Basically what rate limited means is that Amazon notices that you're doing automated things. So the one time I got rate limited, it was because I was right clicking and opening like a gajillion campaigns that I wanted to look at before I got Viral Vue. And I ended up getting rate limited because Amazon thought that I was doing too many automated things, and it essentially punishes you and shuts you down for like 30 minutes or an hour. And when I say shuts you down, it just means you can't really use Amazon, okay? So just be careful with that. Do not surf Amazon while this tool is running. Okay, so as you can see, the tool has officially ran, okay? And it took about 12 minutes for the tool to run, okay? Once again, you can do other things. I like to kind of prep my videos that I'm going to be shooting for that day or anything along those lines, unpack packages, whatever you want to do while it runs. Just remember to leave the screen up. It accepted 22 campaigns based on my tagged ASINs, 4 based on auto-linked, and then 2 based on my earnings report. So that earnings report thing right there, that's going to be Halo sales, okay? The reason you want to run this early is because of when the Creator Connections campaign or reporting runs in the afternoon, you want to make sure that those campaigns have been accepted before they run that. Also, side note, do not panic if it accepts a product that you do not have a video for. No, you do not have to go out and buy that video. Yes, I know it says that they could withhold earnings or whatever. That's just old copy that they haven't gotten rid of. Amazon came out and they said you will not be punished for accepting a campaign and not submitting content. My guess is one of the reasons for that is because if you accept a campaign and then the brand doesn't send it or something happens, you're not able to opt out of that campaign. So my guess is that's why they decided to do that. But anyways, if you want to see which campaigns it did accept, just because you're interested, you can click on that. There will be a little pop-up. Let me go ahead and show you. A little pop-up here like this, and then you can click on this and it will then open up the listing on another tab, okay? So next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and click Submit All Content. Okay, now what this is going to do here for submitting all content is it's going to then go through, because you refreshed your storefront, it's going to then submit all of the videos that you do have for those campaigns. You can choose to link your storefront video or link your media link. Once again, those media links are your links through URL Vue. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click start here, and it's going to start submitting all of my videos to those accepted campaigns and just the campaigns in general that I have accepted so far. All right, so first thing that it does is it goes through and it sees how many campaigns you've accepted. I have 2,092 campaigns that I have accepted. All of that is Viral Vue. I might have done a few manually on my own just because while I was looking at it, I decided to do it. But for the most part, it's all Viral Vue. Imagine trying to do all of that manually. Okay, so yes, I had 30, all right, videos submitted here and or media links. Once you're all done with that, you can go ahead and click close, and then that is basically my morning routine. The other thing that I might do throughout the day is obviously send out my messages, but that's not a part of my morning routine. I actually prefer to send my messages to brands and to send my follow-ups to brands at night, because that is whenever they are starting to log into their work. So that'll basically put my message up higher as they're scrolling down. I hope learning about my morning routine with Viral Vue has helped you either learn more about Viral Vue or just helped you with understanding what you can be doing to utilize your time a little bit better every single morning to help you maximize your earnings. If you're interested, there is a 10% off coupon code in the description, and then I also put a link to a document that will walk you through these steps, step by step, so you don't have to watch this video every single day.